Hello, I just want to show you how you can create multiple choice questions within the oodlü platform. It's one of the most popular question types, but it's not the only one we support. We currently support 9 question types and we'll be adding to those over time. So the first thing you do is go to Content and Games, and then you can create a question collection by clicking on the Create Question Collection at the top right hand side. And you can give that any name you like. I'm going to give mine the name Cities of the World, and then you can click on Continue. That creates an empty question collection with nothing in it. So of course you haven't created any questions, and we need to do that now. We need to create some questions within this question collection, and so all we need to do is click on Create Question, and when you do that it gives you the different types of question that you can create within the oodlü platform. So here we've got textual multiple choice. That's the one we're going to use this time, and I'm going to just click on Create. That gives me the interface for creating that question. Now to start with, this might look a little bit daunting, so I'm just going to go through basically how it works. This first part of this is the question entry area. This is the main question entry area, and this is specific to multiple choice questions. This second part of the screen where it says question feedback is an optional extra element which I'll come on to in a minute, but that is present for all different question types that you might enter. So it's really this top section that specifically we're interested in for multiple choice. So let's enter a question here. So we're going to say, where is Paris? I'm going to say, and that of course is in France. It's not in Germany, it's not in Spain, and it's not in Italy. Okay. Now, you don't have to enter all of the fields here. The question and correct answer and incorrect answer are required, but you don't have to enter the incorrect answer 2 and 3, because actually it doesn't need them to create a multiple choice question. You can have a multiple choice question which has got correct answer and incorrect answer, and that be it. So that's great. Now, before I click on Save, I think it's just worth talking a little bit about the feedback. The feedback within oodlü comes because there are actually 2 different ways that you can set questions to students. You can set questions as formative or as summative. In formative, the idea is that it helps them to actually learn the content that you're giving them, where in summative it's actually testing them. So formative isn't really testing them, so they get chances to repeat the questions and have another go, but they also receive feedback when they incorrectly attempt the answer. Whereas in summative mode, it's more of a test, so they're actually just delivered the question once and they don't get to have a look at feedback and have another go. It's just once and that's it. So when playing in formative mode, you can actually specify the feedback that is provided them on each incorrect attempt of the question. By default, it will give you some generic feedback which is created by the system, which is fine, but it's not as specific. So you obviously, as an expert teacher in this subject matter, would probably want to see some slightly different and slightly better feedback for the question than the generic one that's created by the system. So here we've got an option to give you 3 different types of feedback during that feedback process in formative mode. They are Socratic, guidance, and didactic. And if you click on this information button here, it gives you a little bit of information about them. So the Socratic feedback is a question from a different angle, for example, or guidance is a hint or clue, and didactic is an instruction, which actually is specifically telling them what to do. So obviously this is your subject area, so we want to give you that power and that flexibility in choice. So you would just choose what feedback you feel is appropriate for that question at that time. So, but I'm not going to enter that now. I'm just going to leave it as it is. I just thought it worth explaining that. So now I just click on Save, and boom diddly boom, we've got our question created within the question collection. You can create as many questions as you like within the question collection, and what will happen is that the questions will be delivered in maximum of 10 per gameplay, and this is intentional. It's because 10 is a good number for the kind of games that we're delivering in this system. If they quit the game halfway through, it'll still save their results, and so you always get the results that they've been playing, and those 10 questions are picked dynamically based on the question responses they've previously given within the platform. So it's vaguely intelligent, and it will get much more intelligent as time goes on as to how it picks those questions. And we might do another tutorial or a support kind of item on that, just so you can completely understand how that works as well. But needless to say, just for now, or suffice to say, should I say, for now, it's just that it picks 10 questions and delivers those to the students, and those are picked dynamically based on the student responses. So, so if I want to create another question, I just click on Create Question and carry on adding them as many as I want. We're going to be adding different ways of getting questions into oodlü over the next few weeks. So by the time you watch this, it may be that this interface has got a few more options in these tabs here. But basically that's how you create multiple choice questions. Anyway, I hope that's helpful, and thanks very much.